Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter, coming back at you. Today, I want to go over a recent pickup of mine. It's an SB Dunk Low, and since the year is coming to an end, I would also like to cover some other SB Dunk Lows that I picked up this year and talk about why I think it was a great year for the SB Dunk Low. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at these SB Dunks. Alright, before we get into this first pair, I would just like to set the tone by saying I don't live near skate shops. For years, SB Dunk Lows have felt untouchable to me, and I don't even live near a big city. So as far as stores getting SB Dunk Lows near me, it just doesn't happen. If I'm going to be able to get an SB Dunk Low, it's just by luck on the sneakers app, which was really difficult up until this year, or else it's by entering a raffle, and I have the worst luck on raffles. Most of my sneaker pickups come from my local Finish Line, and basically that's like my lifeline. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't get most of the shoes that I do. So I got to give a shout out to Finish Line, because if not for them, I don't know if this channel would be possible, if I'm being honest. In the entire year of 2022, I was only able to get one SB Dunk Low for retail, and that was because my wife also went for that shoe. It was the eBay Dunks, and I asked her to go for my size, but she forgot to change the size whenever she entered, so when they got here, they were in her size anyway, so it didn't do me any good. And I know a lot of people are probably thinking, brick, but I've gone for just about all SB Dunk Lows that I could, and I know whenever I do go for an SB Dunk Low that I'm usually going to take the L. Fast forward to this year, 2023, and again, I've been going for a lot of SB Dunk Lows. I've gone for Udos, I've gone for the Born and Raised, I've gone for all the hype stuff. I want to start today by going over the white gum bottom SB Dunk Low. And I really hope that 2024 continues the same way, because along with these gum bottoms that I'm going to look at, I got these for retail. I got the other three pair that I just want to touch on real briefly for retail. And last year, that wouldn't have happened. And I know these aren't the most hyped. Actually, for a lot of these, there's probably absolutely no hype. But it at least gives me a little bit of hope, because now I'm able to get SB Dunk Lows for retail, and that was unheard of up until now, simply because I don't live near any skate shops. I'm not in a big city. There's really nowhere else for me to get these aside from online or on the sneakers app. But I got this pair from Premier. I think they were $110 or $115. They were really affordable. And the reason I grabbed these was because I saw my wife's size, and she's been wanting an all-white shoe. The tag reads Nike SB Dunk Low Pro. The colors are white, black, and white. She typically wears a 5.5 in men's, but I went with a size 6 because SB Dunk Lows do tend to run a little bit snug whenever they've got the extra padding and the extra cushioning in them. This is the first pair of gum bottoms that I've got. I really liked the way that they kind of flooded the market. I think skate shops kept getting all colors of these. There was a black pair, this white pair. I've seen the purple pair in person, and that was part of what made me buy these too. And that was a lot of P's to say all in a row. But like I said, I've seen the purple pair, and those are really nice. I really like that pair. But I just think it's great that they're giving us all these options, and they continue to restock to where they're actually sitting in skate shops. And even though I don't have skate shops around me, I've seen these popping up online from time to time in a good many sizes. So I really like that. I like that this year's sneakers have been feeling more accessible to the average guy such as myself. But whenever I got these in person, these are crazy nice. The leather is really good, not just the white leather, but the black leather as well. And as far as the style goes, I mean, this would pretty much go with everything. And I just think this gum bottom is such a nice accent to these shoes. I was really happy to get these for retail, and I think this style is so classic, and really, I mean, the quality is very good for a pair of shoes that cost around $100. there's really not much to go over for these. I mean, it's a standard pair of SB Dunk lows, so they do have the same tread pattern. They have this little cushioning showing through the tread where it says Nike SB on the bottom. I'm really hoping that SB Dunks continue to be widely available, and I hope Nike continues to flood the market. I know it leads a lot of people to say, oh, that pair's a brick, that pair's a brick, but the only reason they're saying that is because they can't resell them for anything. Like if this was last year or the year before, all these pairs that they're calling bricks, people would be lining up for, and you won't be able to convince me otherwise. I think much like Jordan 1s, this is a pair that is just very classic, and although the masses aren't going crazy for any of the pairs that I'll be looking at today, I'm really glad that they're more accessible, and I'm really hoping to see that through next year as well. So the next pair I want to go over is another retail pickup as well. I actually grabbed these from GOAT in my own size before the main US drop of these because they were so affordable. And whenever I reviewed them, my oldest daughter was like, I want that pair of shoes. It was her favorite pair of shoes that she has seen in a while. And I get all kinds of hype stuff. I get hype stuff, non-hype stuff, whatever. But it's interesting to me because a lot of times what the masses are crazy about and everything, that makes no difference to my kids. They just know what they like, and I love that. It's very refreshing. But anyhow, this is a pair from the Japanese color dictionary, or the dictionary of color, whatever you want to call it. But this is the Noise Aqua Emerald Rise pair. I absolutely love this shoe. So does my daughter. This is going to be a Christmas present for her. I know they're crazy, and I know that a lot of people just won't even give these a second thought, but I think the suede on these is beautiful, and I even like the color combination. I've seen people really knock these, but I love this colorway. I think it's awesome. I think it's definitely something unique, and I like that it kind of pops and that it's got a whole lot of color and that it's a little bit busy. But this is a dunk low that I really think if it was a couple years ago, I think these would be really sought after, but because of the sneaker market and because there's no resale, everybody just wants to jump on the bandwagon and call them bricks. However, I like that they were affordable. I like that I was able to pick them up for retail. I like that my daughter likes them so much and she's not swayed by what the masses say is a must-have or what they say is really popular. But she really likes them, so this is what I'm getting her for her pair of Christmas shoes. And I think they're great. And with that being said, we'll just jump right into these Mystic Reds. I didn't mention it on my daughter's pair, but there you can see a little number underneath the tag behind the tongue. And apparently that number 194 references the page of the dictionary of color that this color combination is found on. And I've seen a lot of people that I got a lot of respect for saying that these are garbage and this is a trash colorway. But to me, I absolutely love these. And part of why I like them is just because it's not a color combination that seems familiar like I've seen a million times over again. But once again, it's a high quality SB Dunk Low, and I was able to get them pretty easily. I think they actually dropped these a couple of times. I think they had the main drop on sneakers, and then they restocked a couple of times. I was able to get these on the main drop, and then whenever they restocked, I think they actually sat for a couple of days. And to put it bluntly, I don't mind if a shoe that I get that I like sits for a couple of days. I wish they would, so that there wouldn't really be crazy resale prices and anybody would just be able to get whatever pair of shoes that they like. So once again, I'm really glad that the market was flooded with these. I'm really glad that SB Dunk Lows are more attainable, and I really hope that we continue to get such crazy designs with really good materials that are accessible to everyone. So anyhow, this is another pair that I picked up for retail, and if this was a year or two ago, I wouldn't have been able to come near them for retail. And then last but not least, this might be my favorite SB Dunk Low that I've picked up this year. I just think these have such a classic style. These have released a couple of times, I think for the past couple of years. I think this is either the second or third time that we've seen this colorway on an SB Dunk Low. But of course, this is the wheat colorway. These dropped and then restocked multiple times. I was able to hit on these on the restock on the sneakers app. I did go for them the first time and I struck out, but whenever I went for them on the restock, I was able to hit immediately. And I'm telling you, these materials are outstanding on this shoe. And I just love the way that chocolate brown goes with this wheat color. And I really like the style of them. I think the style of this is just so classic and timeless. And I think whenever it comes to like fall weather and things start getting cooler, I think these will be really easy to rock with some fall outfits. And I'm just pumped to have these in the collection. Once again, this is a pair that I don't think I would have been able to pick up for retail in the last couple of years, but this year, fortunately enough, a lot of people were passing on these simply because the resale wasn't there. And I am all about that. I do not make my living off of reselling sneakers. I do part with shoes so that I'm able to buy more and review more for the channel. So I end up keeping just what I really like and then moving what I'm not super crazy about out of the collection. But I love this pair of SB Dunk Lows, and I'm really pumped that I was able to get them for retail. And once again, the quality for the $100 price point is really next level. So I'm just hoping that Nike SB continues to give us heat like this in 2024. I hope that I'm able to pick up SB Dunk Lows for retail, because up until this year, it seemed like that was near impossible. And the cool thing is, these pairs that I looked at today, this isn't even all the pairs that I got for retail. I also had the JanSports. I got the Adobes, but I wasn't real crazy about them. But I really like the JanSports just because it took me back to my high school days. But anyhow, I just think it's a great sign that you're able to get SB Dunk Lows for retail. I know it's not the hype collabs, but that doesn't really matter to me. Obviously, I would want them, but I just pretty much assume that I'm always going to take an L on them anyway. If one day my luck changes and I'm able to hit a big collab SB, then that'll be great. But if not, I don't mind getting these, and I think I'll definitely be able to rock these. But anyhow, let me know if you picked up any SB Dunk Lows for retail this year. Let me know what your favorite SB Dunk Low from 2023 is. Like I said, I know I didn't cover the really hype ones, but I'm just content with getting the ones that I got. But I hope this continues into next year. I hope y'all are having a wonderful holiday season, and I appreciate y'all watching tremendously. I will catch you on the next one. I'm out.